All right, let's talk about the banner we have here on the home page. And right now, what we have is the mosaic one or the collage one. And there's actually two options as far as the homepage banner goes when we're talking about the about Elegance. And we can use a collage setup, or we can use a standard setup, a basic setup, where it's just one solid image. So first, let's go actually check out the different options that we can do before we actually get into updating and adding images into the banner. So if I'm in the admin section, I want to come down to theme options. And then what I want to go to is homepage. And when I first get to the homepage, I'll be on the homepage slider. So right now we have a few different fields. We have slider type, which I just covered, which was mosaic, and then one for basic. We have the type of animation that you want. We can do a horizontal slide, we can do a vertical slide, we can do a fade. Right now we're doing a fade. So let me go ahead and just do a vertical slide while we're at it. We have autoplay, meaning does it rotate on its own, or does it only rotate if someone clicks it? As well, if you have set autoplay, do you want it to pause when someone moves their mouse over it? So if it's running its animation, will it stop because I have my mouse over it? Next, we have the time between the slides. How much time, if you're doing autoplay, do you want it to have in between each slide? So if you're reading it, you're looking at it, is 3 seconds enough? Is 5 seconds enough? Obviously, that's up to you. So just enter your number in terms of seconds. Next is the actual effect. How long does it take to slide or to fade into the next one? So right now I have it set at 1.5. So let me first do a save because I've set up the vertical slide. Let me save that one first. Let's come back and refresh. And now I should have a different animation, which we see sliding up, because I've changed that. Now, what I want to point out is just playing around with this effects in time. So if I do something goofy like 2.5, and it does take fractions, by the way. If I do something goofy like 2.5, it's probably not going to work all that great in terms of this slider, just because the time is so long. So, I mean, look how that's fairly slow. However, maybe you want something fast, so how about a 0.5? Do a little bit of a fraction. So just kind of play around and come up with something that you think is cool or you think works best. So now it's obviously much quicker than it was before. All right, so let me go ahead and put this back to that. I'm going to change this back to a fade. And then what I'm going to do is do a basic banner. Save this. Refresh. So now I should have one large single image, which I do. And then if I slide in between or change images in between, it's just going to be the same thing, one large image. Now, let me actually show you how you update and add images to the section. If we look over here on the left, we have a bunch of different features with Elegance. A lot, to the point to where it at times could be overwhelming, more than you think you can comprehend in the beginning. But I assure you, once you mess around, play with it, it'll become easier for you, much easier, in fact. Now, and the reason we have all these is we got a blog slider, because just there's so many different pieces and capabilities of this particular theme that we wanted to give multiple options to people. So we have blog slider, we have the homepage slider, which we're talking about right now, and we have the home sliding tabs, which is this section right here. Okay, so we have a bunch of different dynamic, as in terms of sliders and banners and images going on with this website. So let's get back to updating this banner right here. And how do we do that? What we want to find is the homepage slider tab. Let's go ahead and click this. And right now, at least the time of this demo, we have these four. And let's just say we want to add a new one, right? So let's add new. Go ahead and give this thing a title. Now this title is really important for you as far as this message you want to put in this box right here. So let's see what we got going on. Let's just call this is a test. Then your little bit of text information. It's going to go right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop in some dummy text right in there. Nothing real important that we need to type in at this time. So Oops. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Just trying to grab some dummy text to put in this real quick. I wasn't expecting that whole little thing there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save what we got right now. Then down below this, we have our button text. So let's see, read more, and then our link. So if you're having this lead to an article, to a page, to google.com, wherever that may be, you just go ahead and paste that link, that URL right in there. All right, so let me go ahead and publish this. Obviously I haven't done images yet, and we'll get to that. So if I come and I refresh, I should have my first picture, which we do, but it's blank, right? Because I haven't done pictures yet. So how do we set pictures? Really easy. What we want to do, click this little icon right here. And this is for Mosaic. I apologize. This is for the Mosaic one. Doing the one for the full single image, I will do that once we get done with this section right here. So let's go ahead and click the Upload Insert button. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 images all in one shot, all in one pop, since this banner actually takes 4 images to populate it. So select Files. Let's see. Let me grab some images, weddings, that will work. I'm not really sure what all these are, so I'm just going to grab 4 random ones. Open. WordPress is going to do its thing and crunch these and try to make these as optimized for web as possible. So just, you got to be patient while it does this. These pictures are probably a little bit larger than I really should be uploading here. In all reality, as a rule of thumb, you probably shouldn't upload images that are really larger than 1,200 pixels in width. If possible, if you want to do things that are smaller than that, it'll actually work out better for you. All right, so there we are. I've uploaded all my images, so what I want to do is just click Save. I'm not inserting or anything like that. All I'm doing is just adding to a gallery. And now, once I've done that, I know I've done it correctly, because right here, now I have a gallery tab. Before, all we had was these 3 links from computer, from URL, and from media library. But once you actually upload images, it now creates a new section for you called gallery, and that's what we have. So let me X this out, let me update, refresh this home page, and bam, there we are. Here's my 4 pictures I uploaded, and then my box of text, and then my read more button. And that's it. So that is really, really easy and straightforward. So let me actually come in here, and let's see, how am I going to do this? Well, let me show you 2 things first. Let me go change the banner to a single instead of the mosaic, instead of the collage. All right, so let's do basic, save, and then refresh this joker. Bada boom. Bam, we now have 1 single image. And you're probably thinking, well, maybe that's not the image that I want. How do I get 1 single image in there if I'm uploading 4 at a time or whatever? Not a problem. So now that we have basic set up, we need to have 1 image in there, right? So let's go to the homepage slider. Let's grab this test. And what I'm going to do right now is actually delete all these out. And what I do to delete that is just click the show, and then delete. All right, 2 more to go. Show, delete, and last one. Okay, so now if I click this icon, I should have no gallery tab, which I don't. No gallery tab. Let's go ahead and update. Refresh. What do we got? We got a blank spot because we have no image, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and give it one. And we could do that 2 ways. We can either click the set featured image here, or we can actually click it from here. Either one, that's whatever's easiest for you. Set featured image, that's the link I'll go with. I'm just going to grab one from the media library for now. So I'm going to do this cake one. And then right down here in the middle, use as featured image. Alright, we should be set. There's our image right there. I'm going to update this thing. And if I refresh, I now should have my cake picture, and there we are. So that is really easy. Alright, that'll do it.